If leftover food from other people doesn't bother you, I can let you have it for next to nothing.
President Keiichi, welcome to Doki Doki Restaurant. We've been expecting you.
The atmosphere is nice, but it feels like it's just for show. My name is Keiichi Sato.
Oh, Keiichi, is that you? I'm sorry, but we're closing now.
Mahine, no way. I haven't seen you since we graduated high school.
Oh, come on. Don't act like we were not close. Anyway, did you come here to eat?
Well, yeah.
You must have had a pretty hard time, huh? We haven't seen you at a single reunion. If leftover food from other people doesn't bother you, I can let you have it for next to nothing.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What? I'm just saying I'll give you a special deal.
Say we eat those leftovers. You know this restaurant will be done for, right?
Huh? What do you mean? And what do you mean, we?
President Keiichi, welcome to Doki Doki Restaurant. We've been expecting you.
Huh? President? What's happening?
You don't know?
Does he run his own business or whatever? If that's the case, we could ask Noah from the kitchen to whip up something that makes more sense.
Mr. Harukawa, she apparently thinks I have money problems and offered me leftovers from other customers.
Whoa. What have you done? My deepest apologies, Mr. Keiichi. Not only is he involved with Doki Doki Restaurant, but he's also the CEO of Tokimeki Corporation, which manages multiple restaurants.
What? The CEO? What is the CEO doing here?
He was scheduled to visit for an inspection today, and you... Mr. Keiichi, I truly apologize for this insult.
Insult?
This is beyond an insult.
That's right. Hello, Mr. Keiichi.
Ah, Miss Yui from Day's Farm. Thank you for always supplying us with excellent vegetables. Good evening to you as well. I sincerely apologize for taking up your time due to this situation.
No, you have every right to call this out. I never thought I'd find a restaurant encouraging customers to eat leftovers. I just wanted to help. Did you think you were helping by potentially driving this restaurant out of business? Out of business? Hold on. No matter how rude I was, that's a bit. In principle, leftover food in restaurants is considered industrial waste. Repurposing it without proper authorization could be illegal. Furthermore, if someone were to get sick from eating that food, the restaurant would face serious legal consequences. If that happens, this restaurant will be forced to shut down. I didn't realize what I was saying had such serious risks. But I didn't mean any harm. I wasn't even seriously suggesting it.
Doki Doki Restaurant is not just any restaurant. It has a long history and a stellar reputation. As long as you work here, you should at least have that much basic knowledge, Miss Mahime Sabachi.
Sabachi? That's the same surname as the owner of the Gaku Gaku Hotel, isn't it? That's right. My father owns Gaku Gaku Hotel.
Are you seriously bragging about that right now? Mr. Harukawa, do you have any idea why she might have been hired?
There's a nicer way to put that, you know.
She was hired by head chef Yoshikawa, actually.
My deepest apologies. I'm Yoshikawa. Please forgive Mahime's inappropriate... Yoshikawa, with all due respect, what made you decide to hire Mahime? She trained for several years at her father's hotel. And sure, she sometimes misses the vibe, but her customer service game is seriously on point.
Interesting. I'd say she's just ignorant.
No, actually, this is a misunderstanding. When she said leftovers, she meant unused ingredients. What she was really suggesting was using surplus ingredients or leftover soup to prepare a meal.
Exactly. I just phrased it wrong. That's kind of far-fetched. But if you knew all this, why didn't you stop in earlier?
We were confirming what she said through the security cam footage. Sorry I couldn't come earlier.
What do you want to do, Mr. Keiichi?
What else is there to explain? Yoshikawa, something about your statement bothers me. May I take a look at the kitchen?
The kitchen? Well, I suppose it's fine, right, Yoshikawa?
Of course, though I don't see what the kitchen has to do with any of this. There's a huge amount of ingredients in this refrigerator.
What's going on here?
We provide guidelines for reducing food waste in all our restaurants. If those guidelines were properly followed, this much surplus shouldn't exist.
It's heartbreaking to see so much of the food we carefully produce go to waste.
Actually, we had an unusually high number of cancellations today. That's why we ended up with so many extra ingredients. I'm sure that's why Mahime suggested using the leftovers.
Does that mean there is actually no surplus, Harukawa? Well, I only visit the restaurant once or twice a week, but when I do, I believe they're following the guidelines properly.
I see. But even so, today's surplus seems a bit excessive.
It's difficult to hit the target every single day. Today was just an unlucky day. Excuse me, but may I say something? You are? My name is Noah Akiyama. I work here in the kitchen at Doki Doki Restaurant.
Your name did come up earlier.
About this food surplus. It happens about 4 times a week.
What? Hey, stop that.
Please explain. Yoshikawa, Mahime, and some other staff tend to be overly generous in their service. They often serve extra portions to regulars and VIPs beyond what's listed on the menu.
Extra portions? But why?
They basically think more beats less every time. But as expected with multi-course meals, some customers cannot finish all the food served. I would say a lot of the customers appreciate it and continue to visit our restaurant, but others leave food behind, which leads to unnecessary waste.
I see. Thank you for coming forward and being honest.
I just hate seeing food go to waste. I've actually told Mr. Yoshikawa multiple times.
Yes, our overgenerosity caused us to overpurchase some ingredients. But I'll fix it starting tomorrow.
That mindset is too naive.
Huh?
The surveys for Doki Doki Restaurant keep saying portions are way too big, or not what the menu shows. I've told Mr. Harukawa about this like 1,000,000 times already. I'm sure Mr. Harukawa gave you instructions regarding this matter, and yet, nothing has changed. Honestly, I question whether you guys have even listened.
If you ask us, it's hard for us to even judge if the owner actually gave proper instructions.
I do admit I didn't realize the situation being this bad, so I was a bit careless.
A bit careless, huh? You need to understand that no matter how harsh the conditions, we work hard to grow and deliver our vegetables. It hurts us to know that these vegetables were consumed in excess or wasted just based on mood or cessation. I'm sorry, but we won't be supplying ingredients to Doki Doki Restaurant from now on.
But...
I understand. It looks like the other farmers also feel the same way. Both I and Tokimeki Corporation will no longer be supporting your restaurant. But why? Our company's commitment to environmental protection is top priority. I do understand that you have customers who support the services you provide, but rather than forcing 2 companies with different principles to work together, I believe it's better for each to do their best separately. I see.
I never intended to make you feel this way, Mr. Keiichi. No amount of apology seems enough.
I trusted you, Mr. Harukawa. That's why I entrusted you with this restaurant. It's truly disappointing.
So does this mean that Doki Doki Restaurant will now operate independently? I mean, it's profitable, so maybe it'll work out.
But we'll have to find new suppliers from scratch.
If that's the case, Gaku Gaku Hotel will manage Doki Doki Restaurant from now on.
Daddy? Really?
Look, everyone slips up when juggling services. You feel bad about it and want to fix things, yeah?
Of course.
In that case, we will invest in your business, as our principles align.
That's amazing, Daddy. You're way too kind. I love you.
Really? Are you sure about this?
Of course. But are you really okay with letting go of this profitable restaurant?
Yes. The most important thing is our customers and the producers.
Mr. Keiichi?
Then let's discuss the details at a later date.
Are you really okay with this, Mr. Keiichi?
Of course, if anything, I apologize for not handling things properly before they reached this point. I'm not going to overlook what happened at Doki Doki Restaurant. I'll take the necessary steps to address it.
By that you mean,
And so, it happened that Doki Doki Restaurant fell into the hands of Gaku Gaku Hotel. But...
What? Another contract got cancelled? What's going on with the sales department? Huh? All this is happening because of what happened the other day? Are they still going on about that? Hey, don't give up on those clients. We're seriously in trouble if we lose any more contracts. What's going on? How did our issue with Keiichi get around so fast?
You think those old suppliers might have started rumors?
This is outright interference with our business. We need to take legal action.
We're currently using imported ingredients for our dishes, but the quality has dropped. And customers are... It seems like customers are flocking to Raku Raku Hotel instead. And I heard from Mahime that she saw Keiichi visiting that hotel.
I saw him too.
Could that restaurant be?
Delivery completed.
Thank you, as always.
You guys.
Hello, how can I help you? I'm sorry, but we don't have any open tables right now.
Why is your restaurant located so close to Doki Doki Hotel? We've been losing customers because of you.
Opening a new store near a struggling competitor is a common business strategy to attract customers.
So, you anticipated that we wouldn't do well. I knew you guys were the ones who spread the rumors.
Rumors?
Lately, farmers have been refusing to supply us with ingredients. You spread the rumors, didn't you?
How dare you? There is no way I would do something like that. However, there are some people who ask me about what actually happened during the incident with Mr. Keiichi, so I simply tell them the truth.
See? This is definitely business interference. We will be taking legal action.
Mr. Sabachi, you might not be aware of this, but all the farmers that Doki Doki Restaurant had contracts with were among Japan's top producers. Additionally, Mr. Keiichi operates a vast number of restaurants, meaning he has contracts with many suppliers.
So? What are you trying to say?
So, if there was a major betrayal between business partners, wouldn't that information likely spread widely? If you're saying that gossip spreading naturally like this counts as defamation, we're prepared to fight back completely.
I had no idea Doki Doki Restaurant was backed by so many major producers. Anyway, Yoshikawa already apologized for what he did. Plus, it still doesn't explain why customers are flocking to your place.
Yoshikawa? You still keep him around?
Listen, Mr. Sabachi. A company that pampers its staff too much is just setting itself up to fail.
I'm not doing that at all.
Well, if you're wondering why customers are coming to our place instead, it's probably because we have an incredible team of chefs, led by Noah, who are dedicated to reducing food waste while creating amazing dishes. Also, our restaurant's menu is nearly identical to Doki Doki Restaurant's, but at a lower price and with higher quality. Maybe that's the reason.
Wait. Isn't that straight up business interference?
That's right. You can't copy our restaurant.
It's not like we're serving exclusive Doki Doki Restaurant dishes. We just offer similar common menu items and operate in the same genre. In short, what we did was to compete head-on in the same genre. You wouldn't say opening a ramen shop next to another ramen shop is illegal, right?
That's...
To be honest, as long as Yoshikawa remains in your restaurant, the trust in both Gaku Gaku Hotel and Doki Doki Restaurant will never recover. If word spreads that Yoshikawa is still involved...
Oh, not only that, people have also asked me about Mahime. What?
Mr. Sabachi, with all due respect, your business has no future whatsoever if you continue to coddle these two. I hate to say it, but your company's toast if you don't stop letting these two get away with everything. Are you really going to leave things like this?
Well,
Daddy, do something.
Mr. Sabachi.
I understand what you're saying. I can't say that I accept everything, but...
Daddy?
At the same time, I also understand that my hotel has no future if we continue like this.
But...
Yoshikawa, if you stay in our restaurant, we won't even be able to secure ingredients. Please consider starting over at another restaurant from scratch.
What? Mahime, say something.
I guess there's nothing we can do if that's what Daddy decided.
But...
Mahime, you should also stay out of the restaurant for a while. At least until things settle down. It's okay. I'll take care of you.
Fine.
I will take this situation very seriously. I won't thank you, but hope you don't regret what you did today.
We were just stating general business principles, so we'll be okay.
I mean, if the hotel goes belly up, just because the restaurant's not packed, that's kinda, you know.
Just you wait.
Meanwhile, the Gaku Gaku Hotel, just steps from the Raku Raku Hotel, closed within 6 months. And every time they put up a Gaku Gaku Hotel somewhere new, we'd open up a shop right next door.
Those guys, they're taking this too far. Do they really see us as easy prey?
Daddy, if you don't do something...
Eventually, Gaku Gaku Hotel closed all its locations, leaving Sabachi in a massive debt. Mahime, who had relied on her father's money, also became buried in debt.
I'm so broke. I'll take any part-time gig I can get. If only we hadn't done that to Keiichi back then.
Yoshikawa is reportedly receiving strict training at other locations too, and it seems most people who've been involved with Doki Doki Restaurant aren't living happy lives.
This hotel is really beautiful. Oh, by the way, I got a suite room voucher.
No way! I want one too!
It says it's valid for 2 people. So, if you'd like.
What? Thank you for watching!
Make sure to subscribe for more.